Shalom Makim, this is the brother Shamar Moth from GMS Miami, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all Akim out there pushing this truth and our truth and sincerity, diligently, and the rest of the elect members out there who are listening and who believe in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Shalom to you as well. I wanted to go into a quick video, alright, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Today's Bible verse of the day was Psalms 43:10, and the spirit kind of jumped on me to just go in onto this topic. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be like a meditate on it, because at the end of the day, most of these videos we do, starting with the apostles on down, and the men of the Great Millstone are sincere. Most of the videos we do is not only for the sheep, but it's for ourselves first and foremost, so we can continue to meditate and think upon these scriptures. Okay, and that's why kind of had this series called Meditate on it, so you can so continue to meditate on what's coming out in these videos, as I do as well. Okay, so without further ado, when we get straight into it, this is Psalms 143:10. Teach me to do thy will, okay? And that's something that we should be praying for, man. Okay, we should be praying for. That's something we should incorporate into our prayers if it's not there. And if it is there already, that's something that we should continue to, ask Yahweh Shem Yahushai to do. You should continue to ask him, and if you're not asking him, you should start asking him to for him to teach you how to do his will, man. Okay? To pour out his spirit upon us so we could do these videos, to pour out his spirit upon us so we could go out and continue to go out and do the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to pour his spirit out on us so we can read more, so we can study more, so we could so we can sharpen ourselves more, to pour out his spirit on us so we could continue to fellowship with the Akim and whatever the case may be. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my power. Thy spirit is good. Yeah, man, the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai is good, man. Okay? Lead me into the land of uprightness. And that's why we must ask Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to teach us to do his will, man. Because at the end of the day, in us doing the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, alright, that's how we're going to get to the kingdom, man. Okay? And us doing the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and asking him to lead us through the spirit, he's going to lead us through the right way and give us the good of what of the spirit, so to say, and that's going to lead us to the land of uprightness. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6. You know what, I start at verse 5, and most of these scriptures is milk scriptures, but at the end of the day, you always got to continue to, stick to the foundation, go back to the foundation, fundamentals is key, okay? This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, which is plain, is self-explanatory, man. You trust in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai with all your heart, all right? Whatsoever you put your hand forth to do it with all thy might, When you give glory and praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when you do anything in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you have to do it with all your might. All right, and even in that, you still want Yahweh Shem Yahushai still is going to far exceed the amount of energy you're putting into him. So in a roundabout way, you got to put your all into him, man. You got to put your all your trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all your belief in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all your energy in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and all your time has to be in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's why I always say you must live, breathe, eat, and shit this truth, man. Okay? This truth has to be the center of your universe, man. Alright? So trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Because the second you lean unto your own understanding, guess what? You're not being led by the spirit anymore, man. You're going to be led by the flesh. And guess what? Guess what's going to happen when you get led by the flesh? You're going to be drawn to the ways of death, man. Okay? So and you trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua with all thy heart, you're going to be led. You're going to be led by a good spirit, okay? And in that, he's going to lead you to the land of uprightness. The second you stop trusting in him and lean on your own understanding, you're going to lead yourself unto death, man. All right? Verse 6, which is the point, okay? In all thy ways, acknowledge him, okay? So you got to acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushua in everything you do, all right? Whether you know, whether you slip and fall, whether whether you slip, okay, you gotta acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushua, give praises to him, okay, and get up and keep going, all right? Whether good comes your way, whether you get changed to a lower state, whatever the case may be, you have to acknowledge Yahweh Shem Yahushua in all your ways, all right? And he shall direct thy paths. So in you acknowledging Yahweh Shem Yahushua in all thy ways, and everything you do, you let it be known that, all right, this is the doings of the Lord. This is the Lord's will. This is Yahweh Shem Yahushua's will. Okay, shit, I lost my car. It's all good. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That was his will for me to lose the car. Shit, I got a job. Hey, call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It was of his will for me to get a job. I lost my bitch. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I gained a bitch. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I got children. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. My children got taken away from me. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? I got placed on leave from my job. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, acknowledge him in all your ways, and guess what? And in all that, he's going to direct thy path to make sure that your path is on the right path and your path is on the path of salvation, man. Okay? That's why you must ask Yahweh Shem Yahushua to teach you to do his will, man. All right? Because part of you doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is exactly this, acknowledging him in all his ways. Because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahushua deserves all glory and all praises, man, throughout whatever, man. All right. This is Psalms 139 and verse 22. Search me, O power, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting, man. Okay, so that's another thing you must incorporate into your praise if it's not already there, man. You gotta ask the Lord to search you and to try you, man. All right, and whatever wickedness is in you, you gotta ask the Lord to strip that wickedness from out of your life, so that you may be led of the Spirit into the way of everlasting, man. Because as the scriptures say, a little leaveneth the whole lump, man. So with that, whatever little wickedness that's inside of you, that shit could corrupt your whole progress, man. All right, like the saying goes, you take 2 steps forward to go 5 steps back. Any little wickedness in you could literally cause you to fall all the way back into the world, man. All right, so you got to make sure you're constantly examining yourself, and you're constantly praying and asking the Lord to guide you, to lead you. All right, to direct your paths, to make the path of righteousness clear for you, man. Okay? This is Psalm 73, verse 24. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterwards receive me to glory. All right? Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, man. And when you go into that word counsel, it is H60 93. Itazah, if I'm pronouncing it right, all right? And it means counsel, counsels, purpose, advice, counselors, advisement, counsel, counselor, counsel, advice, purpose. And when you go down and you read into the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, when you read down, number 1 is counsel, which anyone gives or receives. Okay, my counselors, all right, counsel, which anyone forms to execute a plan or counsel, especially use of the counsel or purpose of the Most High. Okay, man of my counsel, whom I use as an instruction to execute my purpose. And who is the ones that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using to execute his purpose, man? What the scriptures say, the Most High doeth nothing, but he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. And who was the top prophets at this moment, man? The apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. So a part of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua guiding you, okay, is not only do you have to stay into these scriptures, all right, as it say, thou shalt guide me with thy counsel. You stay in these scriptures. The words of the Heavenly Father is counsel in itself, man. That's the words of that's living words. Not only is it that, but you have to follow the men that he set up, man. Starting with the apostles, man. Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Ariamla, man. And the elders on down, man. You have to follow them, man. All right? As the scriptures say, in roughly paraphrase, you're supposed to mark the perfect man in a roundabout way and follow him in a sense, man. Okay? And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is ultimately dealing with the apostles, man. So that's another way that's going, what? Lead you, man. That's how Yahweh Ba'Shem, that's another way Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to lead you to into the land of uprightness. That's another way that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to direct that paths, man, by using his men, okay? By using his men that are sitting in his council, man. All right? Check this out. This is Acts chapter 8, verse 31. And he said, and this is the Ethiopian eunuch. You know what? I'll just start up. Verse 27. Okay, this is Acts chapter 8, verse 27. He arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem to worship. So he was an Israelite man, all right? It was an Israelite that lived in Ethiopia and was under the authority, and was basically in Candace, queen of Ethiopia's court, so to say. She put him in charge of her treasures, and the clue that he was an Israelite is this, and had come to Jerusalem to worship, man. Because guess what? The scriptures tell you that all men of Israel must come to Jerusalem 3 times a year to worship, man. So him coming to Jerusalem to worship shows that he was an Israelite, man. All right. Verse 28 was returning and sitting in his chariot read Isaiah the prophet. So that's another clue that he was an Israelite. Because why would he be reading Isaiah the prophets, man? All right. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, how can I, except a man should guide me? Okay. Ooh, there it is. Except some Salaki. And he said, how can I, except some man guide me? And Philip desired Salaki, and he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Okay. So the Ethiopian eunuch couldn't understand the scriptures in a roundabout way, and he said, how could he understand except some man guide him? All right. So in the sense of this, the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is setting up the apostles down in certain things, in certain aspects. All right. We can't fully understand how to maneuver in this truth and how to maneuver in the world in a sense, man. All right, and that's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua set up the apostles who have great experience and who shares their testimonies and their experiences with us to help us guide, to help guide us and help us maneuver in this truth, man. And guess what? That is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Just like it says in Proverbs 3 and 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him. You have to acknowledge that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua set up the apostles as well. So through the apostles and through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, through the scriptures and through the apostles, in a sense, the Lord could go direct that path, man. All right. This is Sirach chapter, Ecclesiasticus, Sirach and the Apocrypha chapter 6, verse 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. Boom. And then you doing that, guess what's going to happen? Hey, where 2 or 3 are gathered, there Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is in the midst, man. All right. So Yahweh is in the midst, and you standing in the multitude of the elders, and you cleaving on to wise men. Yahweh is in the midst. Yahweh is supping with those elders and those wise men. And guess what's going to happen? That information that they're feeding you is coming through the spirit, so you could be led in the right direction, man. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus also known as Sirach in the Apocrypha chapter 8, verse 9. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learn of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to guide and to give answer as need required. All right. So, and you not missing the discourse of the elders, and when you look at it, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, they continually come out the scriptures, man. They come out the scriptures, and they continually tell us when they're coming out the scriptures that we need to go back to the scriptures and search the scriptures, man. So in that is of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. That is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, putting his spirit upon those men to speak those words unto us that they're getting from the spirit of and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's why you need not to miss the discourse, man. All right. And from them, and from the apostles, and certain things that you don't understand, that they have the understanding of, they're going to pass it on to you, man. And guess what? That is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, so that the Heavenly Father could direct thy paths, and guess what? Lead you into the land of uprightness, man. Okay? That's why you got to pray to the Heavenly Father to teach you to do his will, because part of the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, is taking heed to the apostles and elders, man. He wanted to take heed to the apostles and elders. Because if we refuse to take heed to the apostles and elders, it's like us refusing to take heed to Yahweh Shem Shai, because at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father and the Son set up the apostles, man. All right? And this is the last precept I got, and I close on this. This is Psalms 31:3. For thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore, for thy name's sake, lead me and guide me, man. So yeah, man, that was it, man. Lord willing, the video was edifying, all right, and you Akim understand what I was trying to portray in this video, what I was portraying in this video, and yeah, and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchah, Kodash, all right. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well. And salutations to all Akim out there pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four quarters. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruchah Kodash, Barakatham Akim, Shalom.